Hey, so I just finished Welcome to the NHK, which is a show about being an otaku in a way. Being a NEET, being a hikikomori. I don't know which one's which, but a NEET and a hikikomori is basically one's somebody who doesn't leave their house and the other one's like socially awkward, I believe. Or afraid of crowds. Actually, I think NEET's an English phrase if I remember correctly. This is a very hard-hitting show. It hits a lot of issues, but throughout it's fairly light. I mean, there's some comedic elements in every aspect of the show. It goes into a bunch of stuff. It goes into anime, manga, otaku habits. It goes into online gaming. It goes into God, which, don't worry, they don't get preachy if you're against that. It also goes into suicide. It goes into pyramid schemes. It goes into a lot of stuff. And in general, oh, they make a gal game. I should mention that's what turned me on to this show. Anyway, the basic synopsis of the show. There's a boy. He's in the hikikomori. He doesn't want to leave his house. Turns out there's a girl. And she basically says, I can cure your hikikomoriism or whatever, but you need to sign this contract, and I'm guessing you know whether he does or not. And it kind of follows a traditional anime storyline in a sense. It just is a pretty funny show. It's entertaining. I don't usually watch shows in one or two sittings, but I couldn't help but do that with this one. I usually spread them out. But in this show, I was able to finish it in 2 days, which is almost unheard of by me. I think I've only done that once, and I think that was, I forget. I don't even remember the show because it was shitty. I will not forget this show, though. What else about it? One thing that it does is, the one flaw with the show overall is the ending, in my opinion. Weak. Completely disappointing in a sense. I mean, they never really fully resolve any of the major conflicts in this show. But I guess if I was taking up the other perspective, what I'd say to that, on the other hand, is that the show's basically saying, yeah, you're going to keep having problems, but you can get over them. And that's kind of what it's saying. I mean, that's kind of what the show really is about. And using different props to help yourself along when you need them. You need somebody, you get somebody. You know what I mean. What else about the show? I don't know. It was just really enjoyable, though. I mean, the animation, I thought that the animation was good, but it could have been better. The best part of the series, though, by far, in my opinion, was the amount of time they spent on conspiracies. Because it was like, they never really explained the conspiracy, but I mean, it was out there, It was like, oh, it's over there, oh. And, if you've ever talked to anybody that is really into conspiracies, it is like that. They never really go into details about the conspiracy. They just talk about a conspiracy. So I thought that was kind of true. I mean, I'm thinking of somebody in particular. He'd be pissed if I mentioned him online, probably, so I won't. He'd probably think I'm a member of the conspiracy. Ooh. But is there anything else about the show? One thing, it's a good show because it shows, how dependency leads to further dependency. It's kind of like he lives as this NEET, this otaku, and he doesn't really get his life together because he doesn't have to. He's getting money from his parents, and he can live a fairly comfortable lifestyle. But eventually that kind of dries up, and he has to face, a limited income to like none. And then it's basically, what do you do then? It's kind of hard to say, so. Yeah. One thing I don't know. I mean, it is one of those shows where you wish they had made a second season. Like, what's it? I can't think of another show right at the moment where I wish they would have made one more season. I don't know. For one, if this was like 2 to 3 years ago, I would have said Melancholy Horror Suzumiya, because that one was definitely a cliffhanger and it got a lot of people frustrated. This one didn't get as many people frustrated, but it's a fucking, it's not a cliffhanger, but it pisses you off that they ended that way, in my opinion. What else? There's not much else to talk about the series except that it is amazing and you should check it out. I mean, I don't want to throw a bunch of spoilers in here, so I won't. I'll throw one spoiler in here. My favorite line in the entire series is they go to a suicide island. He doesn't know it's a suicide island. He's very happy and excited, and he basically is going to jump off this cliff with these people. And he's like, I don't really want to do this, but hell, I'll go for it. And they're about to jump, and then somebody else breaks down, and then it all gets resolved. But 2 to 3 episodes later, he's in this room full of people clapping. Basically this guy's selling them products, and they're all, hey, yeah, go, Duracell or whatever they're trying to sell him. And halfway through it, he's just like, oh, God, what I'd give to be in that island again. Or wait, yeah, I mean, he just wants to go back to that island. It was incredibly, it just hits you because, I mean, it's like the most, it's a prolonged scene and you can tell it's just socially awkward, so it was actually pretty good. What would I rate it? I give it 8.5 out of 10, which is good. Animation was a little so-so. Voice actor, it's dubbed. And I'm sorry, don't care if you're purist, I'm sick of subs. My eyes hurt. I do not want to watch another sub for a while. And this one was dubbed, and I needed it, and thank God they had it dubbed. Anyway, they also have it in manga and novel. You should check it out if you're into the series. I'd recommend watching the anime. It is 24 episodes. What else? General information. I think that's about it. So yeah, I'm going to have you leave my room now because I should probably get some sleep. I should go turn off that camera because I forgot I left the little button thing over there. So yeah, this is awkward. Bye.